You know, I think one of the most glorified things in editing and like just amongst a lot of editors nowadays and a lot of topics is branding. As cool as branding is, right? I don't think it's honestly too important, okay? I think there's a level of importance to it, but I think it's glorified a bit too much. But reputation is a bit different, right? And it's what I want to talk about today because I think it's very important and yet not really talked about, okay? I think branding is talked about a bit too much, whereas reputation is almost like never talked about, okay? And I think it's way more important. And the difference between branding and reputation is that branding is like the content that you put out, right? It's like your online presence, right? It's the message you're trying to give, and it's just generally like what you're trying to achieve, right? Whereas reputation is like this sort of unspoken opinion that everybody would have of you, right? It's a sort of go-to opinion everyone has. Reputation is a very sensitive thing, right? So anything remotely bad to be known about you could like diminish your reputation, or anything good could like really put you in the good books with like everyone out there, right? And the reason why that's so important is because with good reputation comes with a lot of good opportunities. So like one client having a good opinion of you could lead to them talking to their like creative friends about you, right? And then they'll have a good opinion about you, and then they'll talk, and then, you know, it'll keep going. It'll have this sort of butterfly effect where all these creators have a good opinion of you just because you worked with one client, okay? That is reputation. I have had offers to work with a lot of creators purely because they've heard of my work and like they've heard about my experiences with other creators, and they want to work with me because of the good reputation that I hold. Like there's a lot of creators that follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna put like some pictures up on the screen now, right? There's a lot of creators that follow me on Twitter that I've never worked with, but it's a good way for them to keep track of like what editors could be good for them to work with in the future. Now, obviously people will think that all the opportunities will come just from creators, right? But keeping a good reputation with editors is also very important, and I'll get into that right now. You can still get a lot of opportunities from other editors, whether they can't like finish a video for their clients, or if they see another creator that's looking for an editor. Like you can always be recommended, or maybe somebody they've worked with before is now looking for an editor, and they'll start DMing their past editors like, do you know anybody? Is anyone that like I can work with, or can you vouch for any editors? And they'll immediately go and say you, because you know you've got a good reputation. They hold a good opinion of you, right? They think you're a good guy, they think you're a hard worker, and they obviously like respect you and your work, right? So you're gonna be one of the first people that they'll recommend purely because of the reputation you hold. All these like giveaways and these like sort of shit posting or like these engagement tweets on Twitter, they are not going to get you any sort of good reputation, right? In fact, I think it's the complete opposite. You may not know this, but like big or small, okay, editors talk about other editors all the time, right? It's just discussion, and the stuff that you post will always give somebody like a certain idea of you, okay? So if you post a lot of giveaways, you're going to be known as the giveaway guy, okay? Nobody's going to respect you for your work. Therefore, you're never going to get recommended to any clients. You're just going to be known as the giveaway guy, okay? Nobody goes to you for you, people just go to you because you just give away some free assets. Alex Samosi said something to me that like really sort of made me think about this, and this wasn't even like when I started to think about reputation. I think this was just a bit after, but it still sticks with me. And he says, people at your funeral won't care about like what you did, they care about how you treated them. And I think that's so important because it's so true, right? Like people will only care about how you treat them, you know, how nice you are. It's the reputation that you have, okay? Imagine you die and at your funeral, not a single person can say a nice thing about you because they don't know you for how you've treated them. They're like, you don't really hold a good reputation, okay? It's the same with editing. Imagine like you try and get vouched on Twitter, or you try to get a job and you will never get recommended purely because you focus too much on branding and you don't focus enough on reputation. Your reputation will get so good to the point where people who aren't even editors or creators are following you. Like you'll have managers, you'll have thumbnail designers, you'll have like all sorts of different people that are following you purely because of the things they've heard about you. That is good reputation. And like I said earlier, reputation is very fragile, okay? Everything you post, every single little conversation you have, every single time you talk bad about another editor, okay, that is going to stain your reputation, and that's going to stick with you for a long time. The reason why getting cancelled is such an easy thing to happen for somebody, it's because of reputation, right? You could do all the good in the world. Like Mr. Beast, for example, he could do all the good in the world. He could be doing all this sort of like philanthropy, and he could be doing all this sort of charity work. But the second he does one bad thing, the entire internet will flip on him purely because of this one bad thing, okay? That's reputation. Okay, you have a reputation to uphold, and the second that breaks, people will think of you differently. The majority of the editors that I'll follow will purely be because I like their work, okay? I like what they post, and they know not to post anything but their work. Okay, that's what I can respect in an editor. And it's the same with a lot of people. Like, your tweets are probably being shared to some sort of group chat saying like, oh, look at this clown, like making these shit posts, or look at this clown doing this or that, or look at this clown doing like this sort of another masterclass or course or pack or, you know, sound effect pack, right? There's going to be a stigma with any sort of new trend that goes on, and that's going to be very polarizing, okay? Like, a lot of people are going to hate you, some people might like you, but I wouldn't gamble on it, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to hold a good reputation amongst editors and amongst creators. So me and a good friend, Malice, you might know him, right? He's another editor. He does the same sort of videos I do. For the longest time, I think for like 2 years now, maybe 3 years, we've had this sort of term that we call brand freak. And at first it was a bit of a joke because Malice started doing this sort of brand freak thing. He'd tweet like the biggest PR robots ever. I would sort of clown him for it. But then I sort of started to realize how important it is to have to be this sort of brand freak, right? It started out as a joke, but then it started becoming very real, because everything that you tweet goes towards your reputation, and you can't cost anything. Like you can't cost even the slightest bit of sort of controversy with you to sort of stain your reputation, which is why you need to have this sort of brand freak mentality more than just like your Twitter bio or your posting, okay? It's beyond that. You need to make sure that you combine good branding with good reputation, okay? If you don't have good reputation, then what's the point of having good branding in the first place, okay? You can optimize anything in editing, but if you're a shitty person, no one's gonna want to work with you. I've had a lot of opportunities from other editors to work with like big creators. A lot I can't even name because I've had to sign NDAs and they're that big. I've had a lot of really great opportunities that I've loved working with, purely because editors have a good opinion of me, right? I hold a good reputation with them. I'm not doing anything cringy, I'm not doing anything over the top. I'm simply staying in my own lane, posting my work and helping others whenever I can, right? The more you gatekeep information, the worse people are gonna have an opinion of you, okay? Because they won't be able to trust you with information. Anytime I learn something new, I'll always give it out because I know that it'll give me a better reputation with people. Gatekeeping any sort of information can cost you so much, okay? You think that gaining this small sort of knowledge is going to benefit you, but giving it out will actually benefit you in the long run because people will trust you more, they'll help you more, and you know, one day, who knows, they'll give you like your dream client. Now, the key to a good reputation is following this sort of brand freak mentality, right? It's adopting this brand freak mentality where you just know that you can't really slip up. You just avoid any sort of like controversy or any sort of like holding any bad blood between you and another editor, because honestly, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. And when you start following this mentality, you're gonna start really feeling it naturally. You're gonna start losing all sorts of like hate or anger or any sort of negative feeling towards other people, and you'll start helping them more, right? You'll start to do more good, and then they'll start to do good back to you, and then you'll be getting more clients and everybody will be benefiting from it. Obviously, I understand that editors are all competitors, right? All trying to get clients, you're always trying to get, you know, the better clients and trying to beat one another. I understand, but you can never win alone, right? You always need a network of people around you, and network doesn't mean anything if you don't have a good reputation, and you can't even network with people if they've already been told like negative things about you. Any tiny detail or story they may have heard about you can really tarnish your name and any sort of chance you'd have at like making friends or making connections with these people. So just post your work for the sake of posting your work. Don't shit post. Don't start tweeting about random things. Don't try to start tweeting these sorts of controversial editor posts or editor memes or whatever, because even that is risky. Don't try to post giveaways, because honestly, those are very polarizing. Obviously, a lot of people will thank you for the stuff that you post out, but a lot of the bigger editors, the more experienced editors, will always hold this sort of negative view of giveaways, because they'll know that they'll think that you can't even grow. You can't grow your brand. You can't grow yourself as an editor without having to take the cheap route or without having to take a shortcut, you know? They think you can't do it, so you have to stoop that low. They hold a bad reputation. I recommend just staying in your lane and just post your work, okay? You can inspire other editors with your work. You can attract more creators with your work, okay? That's the best you could do. I just wanted to post a quick video on reputation because I don't think I posted in like a week, and also because, you know, I think reputation is very important, and I just realized how much like branding is glorified and networking is also talked about. But reputation is not. You can't build a brand and you can't have a network of other editors. You can't make connections if you don't have a good reputation. And I just want to talk about that first so people understand maybe what they're missing if they're trying to grow their brand or if they're trying to create a network of other editors or other creators, okay? Anyways, brother, thank you for watching, okay? I believe in you. Good luck and peace.